what's going on. I just want to take a real quick minute here to show you that I've started bedding down the plants for the winter. I want to show you the bonsai garden real quick. Let's do a quick tour of that. Let's see if I can switch this around. Okay, here we go. Quick tour of the bonsai garden. Here is a crab apple. You can see some of the berries on the berries all dried up. But what I'm going to do with this crab apple is I'm going to do a lot of air layers off of it because the base is not very good. Here's a second one. I didn't like the base, so I just planted it in the ground, and then I'll start air layering off that. I've actually got an air layer on that didn't take. I need to cut that off here pretty soon so the sun and wind and dry it and blow it away. But anyways, I may dig this up again in the future sometime. I kind of like that movement it starts with here, but for the meantime, it's just meant to be an air layer tree. Both of them are. There's two of them there. See a little bald cypress I'm growing out. Let's see. This is an oak, and I'm trying to think. I don't think it's northern red oak. I don't think it's red. So I'm gonna have to pull up a dried leaf and find out. Here's a maple tree. Same thing. I'm air layering off of it. I need to get those pulled. I know there's roots growing on them that I goofed up, and when I tied this bottom, I should have checked it sooner because it kind of, actually it's up here. That kind of, up here, that kind of girdled it. But I'm still confident I can make that work. Bald cypress I planted in the ground. It's been in the ground for just over a year now, but you can see that my goal down here is to work on that base. Another bald cypress here, and again and again. So my goal next year is to dig all of these up and pot them, and then I got to work on this soil. I don't know if I've ever mentioned my soil test, but this pH is extremely high in here, and then the water that I use to water here is also pretty high in pH. So my new goal is to dig all these in the springtime and pot them up and then work on the soil, and some stuff will go back in the ground. For example, this little ginkgo tree here, it can stand. It could probably stand another couple years in the ground, but I'll get a chance to get it out, root prune it, put it back in. This is a big maple that's been featured on a couple of my videos. It's in the ground. I think the video I last made of it was elm with a nabari problem. So I know a lot of the roots are really taking off in there. I know the roots are taking off in there and growing. So I've got some cosmetic things I want to fix. Some of these big holes from some big branches I cut off way early in its development. But it's grown a lot. I'm trying to thicken up this transition so this taper looks a little nicer up through here. But it's doing what I want it to do, so that's great. This is a sweet gum, same type of deal. It's just the size of a pencil right now, but I'm trying to grow it and thicken it up. And then this hackberry, it put on a lot of growth. So I'm gonna dig it up in the spring and fix that. But as for my other trees, this is where I'm gonna bed them down for the winter. I don't think I've ever featured any pine trees in my videos. I think as a matter of fact, I think I do have some footage of some of these pines that I'm meaning to make a pine video for. Sweet gum. The forsythia's in the back there. New boxwood. Maple. But I'm gonna get some mulch and pack some mulch in around it so it's all healed in and should be good for the winter, I hope. My favorite elms are in the back there. And then my big wisteria stumps over there. I'm not going to show you too much of that right now just because I had some issues with it. One other thing I wanted to show you real quick. I got so many weeds back here that it's embarrassing. At work, we had a ginkgo tree that got damaged and then had to be removed. So I went ahead and just threw it in a pot, and I've grown it all summer from a stump now. But here it is. It also just lost its leaves, but it was 6 or 8 feet tall, and I'm gonna grow all these out and obviously clean this stump up once it kind of roots and gets going again. So that was kind of fun. Looks like I didn't get, looks like I kind of gave up on my peppers this year. I lost momentum back here. I'm not going to show you, but I've got all the soil excavated out for the brick patio and fire pit when it goes in. And then I use that soil to build up where my greenhouse is going to go. And man, the bindweed and the weeds just completely took over so fast that I kind of got frustrated and gave up on it for now. But we got some freezing weather coming up. Everything will stop growing. I'll rake it off, clean it up, and hopefully rebuild that momentum and have some good updates to give you. Anyways, I forgot I was also going to remind everybody that this is the time of year where you can get out and start collecting some seeds. I'm going to get out and get some bald cypress seeds this weekend. And is there anything else I'm going to look for? One of the local parks has got a couple female ginkgo trees that have produced seed and that I've sprouted before. So maybe I might be in the market to start some more ginkgos that way. But anyway, take care.